Well, looky at her. We're making racing slicks. Isn't that cool? Wheel bearing shot. Yep, here we go. The reason we're wearing tires so bad, we've got a wheel bearing about to fall off. We can't get this wheel off. Yeah, so I can have all the right size. Look, man. Yeah, this side is. Right. Usually they're all different sizes. NASCAR style, right? Get that down here out of the way. We got something else loose in there too, but the wheel bearings are shot. Crap. Oh well. Knock the grease cap off. Take a look. Like opening a can of paint. Pretty bad your grease cap rust is on the inside. Yeah, you got grease on. Let me yank a brake caliper off right quick. It must have been that ratchet. That ratchet lets you lose your sockets real quick. Just like that. If I had them tight, they wouldn't want to come off. That's for sure. There it go. Yep, I'm gonna fight with this for a minute. Alright, finally got that off there. Finally. Cheater bars and torches. No, just kidding. Now we gotta get that caliper off there. Big screwdriver. Everybody's like, oh, you better hang your brake caliper up with a piece of wire. Well, here's what I do with mine. It's out of the way. If you're afraid it's going to stress it, you can lay it somewhere else. Like here. It ain't going to be back in there much no way. If it falls off, so be it. If your brake line busted right here because of the weight of a caliper, you might have replaced it anyway. Now for the little pin, which can be more headache sometimes than they're worth. And I had a pair of pliers. Of course, I've laid them down the other side on. Where they flew the coop. Oh, that's that on. Oh yeah, dadgum, that come out of there easy. Giving rain for today, so I did not want to get the orange stroke out. Oh yeah, look at there. That burned his shot. They're dead. And come on, get out of the groove. Yank the nut off. And yeah. Timken, well, they're made in Canada. Good enough. Just about in the stage where they fly apart. Actually, they will fly apart just very easily. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I done took them apart. Anyway, there's that one. Didn't want to get real greasy to get all this all over my rotor because I don't have any brake cleaner. Well, I probably do, but I don't want to clean these rotors. Yeah, them's dead too. Look at the spindle. Can you see the spindle? You can. Wipe some of the grease off that spindle. Give you a good look, see what's going on here. You always want to try to get as much of the old grease out as you can because it's dirty and gritty and just like sandpaper. See, caliper's still in there. Well, your back bearing rides here. The front bearing rides here. The front one is scarred, but you can't feel it with your fingernail. The back one looks real good. The back of this, there's your inner bearing, which is held in with this seal that looks like it's been pouring the leak, no doubt. So I'm going to knock this seal out and get this bearing out, and I'll show you what we're going to do next. Alright, got all this cleaned off. Get that little gob of old grease off of there. Should be. Anyway, I'll show this bearing here on the inside. It's lovely working in the dirt. You get grass all over your screwdriver. Yeah, whenever you do that out there, whenever you hold the bearing still and do that out there and the bearings wiggle, they're junk. And good seal, eh? Let me show you the new one. That way you kind of get an idea. That is what it's supposed to look like. Big difference. Anyway, most people at this point, they'll sock the new bearings in there. Well, they'll pack them with grease first, and they'll sock them in there and throw the seal in it and call it good. I don't do that. There's a race in there and a race in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's real shiny back in the hole where the spindle goes. Different brand of bearings will have different tapers. So when you put a new set of bearings in an old set of races, you're just going to be wiring that bearing on one particular point and it'll wear out in no time. And this race here in the front looks like it's been really hot anyway, so it's of course either going to shatter or just break apart. I mean, sometimes it can be a challenge to change them, but I'm not going to go through this twice. For that. I mean, that didn't take no time at all to knock that out of there. See the little scrapes and gouges and the bluing in there? I mean, it's been real hot. Like I said, I'm not doing it twice. Save 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or replace bearings every 2 months. I think I'll take my chances and do it the right way. Now for the back one. The back one is a challenge because it's behind another lip. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but you can see part of it, I guess. Aha. See, that's a Timken bearing race right there. It says it right on it, Timken. I was getting ready to get upset. I thought I had the wrong set of bearings. Looked awful big. The best thing to do with these races is throw them in the freezer. Let them get cold. Then they go in real easy. But I ain't gonna do that either. I ain't got time to wait. I gotta have his truck on the road today. I might want to go somewhere. You can tell the difference in the pitch of the bearing. This race, the new one, is much wider than the old one. So if I'd have just thrown this bearing back in this race, it wouldn't have lasted a week. It'd have been dead. I don't like killing bearings. Turn him back over here. I always do the back one first, that way if I get dirt in the front one while I'm trying to knock the back one in, I can get it out. Let's see, let me get this in my hand. Which way it goes. Yep. Brass punch would be awesome, but I don't have one. Whoops. I'm gonna fight with this race. Show you what I get done in a minute. Alright. New races is installed and bottomed out. And I learned a trick years ago. Take a socket that's the size of your race. Set it in there like that. Make sure it's good and straight. You can hammer that thing in no time. Now, wipe most of the grease off of the brakes and off your new race that you just put in. Try to get some of the grease out of the middle. Don't have to be all out, as long as it's not got dirt or grass or grime or junk or crap like that in it. We'll turn that bad dude over, put the lug nuts down like that. Brand new bearing, no grease. Make sure it sits in there good and flush and straight the way it's supposed to. Axle grease, Vans Auto Parts. High temp, I highly recommend that. Get you a nice handful out. Put it in the palm of your hand. Just push down and drag. What you're doing is mashing the grease in between those them roller bearings. Whenever you see grease come out of between them like that, you're good. Those little bearings actually hold quite a bit of grease. Go over the spot that you think it's a little light. Then I always wipe the excess off. Go around this, because a little extra grease ain't gonna hurt nothing. Drop it down in your race. While you got your hands all nasty anyway, you might as well pack the one in for the front. That way you don't have to clean your hands up at once. Best thing you would do first is take off your wedding band. I forgot. Oh well, it'll wash. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. You want to lay this down in a nice clean spot, because if you lay it down on anything that's got any dirt, grit, grime, grass, whatever, it will pick it up. I'm going to lay it right here on the socket. And stand there, roll her up to get the rag up from under it. Wipe all that good nice brand new grease off. Most people use those rubber gloves, which would be handy. But I ain't that high tech yet. I have an abundant supply of grease rags anyway. I'm going to take this thing off right now and lay it down before the wife shoots me. Anywho, now it's time to bearings in. I like to get this where you can see it. I don't know how I can do that. Anyway, I'm going to try to put that seal in there. Let's see if I can do this. Wait just a minute here. Tighten that little fella. There, well. Alright. I hope you can see. If not, you'll never know, because I ain't going to put it in there if you can't see. We'll just throw that seal right there. Gently tap him in. They're fun to start, I'm telling you. Whenever you hear that big nice ring, it's in. Let's scrape a little bit more of this off. Take us a little bit of the very same grease that you use to pack your bearings. Rub around that lip, that way that lip don't get tore as you put it on till you spindle. Now, put you back where you was. I'll slide her back up on there. Like that there. And install the front bearing. Oh great, that bearing says it's made in China. Junk, I'll tell you. And now, we'll wipe all the old grease off of our washer. This is a special washer. It's got the little tooth, flat spot. Tooth slides in the notch. you go for the nut. Now if this is done right, and the race is just properly seated, whenever you tighten this nut with like a adjustable wrench or something, you won't be able to spin it very easy. Right. I always tighten them up, then back them off until they get to spinning real easy. Right like that. Then, just for the fun of it, I do it again. Tighten it up, just to make sure everything's seated. Back it off till it turns easy. Then you find the nearest quarter key hole. Back it off to that one and see what happens. Nope, too much. Did you hear the bearings roar? That's too much. If you tighten them up too much, you'll burn the bearings out. Plus, they will wire just a little, so if they're a little tight when you put them together, just a fudge, more than likely to be okay, because they will wire the first few miles you drive it. See what I mean about the grease sticking to grass? It's crazy. Would have done this in the garage, but it was giving like 3 inches of rain today, so we're outside under the tent because I didn't want to get the orange truck out. It'd get all grounded. Benji Carter pin. And I always like putting a little grease in the grease cup. Because there ain't no grease fittings or anything, so that way, you know, it just makes me feel better. I mean, it ain't a have-to thing, but wipe the grease off, because whatever's out here will get on the brake shoes, and you get grease on the brake shoes and you're done anyway. So usually hit the brakes and it won't do nothing but keep right on cruising. Wipe this grease off. And brake slider pin. While you got it out, it does not hurt a thing to put a little grease on that. Just take a little bit on a rag, just rub it on. These ain't been out in probably 10 years anyway. Brakes? Who needs brakes? I don't need no brakes. I just gear down. There's one. There's two. Put the lid on the grease to keep the crap out of it. Flies and waspers and hornets. And get that caliper out of there. Put the brake shoes, brake pads. They're about half gone. So we still good for another 5 or 6 years. Well, put it in there and knock it back out. Come on now. My sliders don't want to slide real good. Oh goodness. Be okay. Get that over out of the way. Oh, that went in there much easier. I'd take a hammer and drive that thing over. You probably can't see nothing from my arm. Too far. There we go. Take our hammer and just barely tap on this one. Get the threads engaged. Get her handy dandy Craftsman ratchet that don't hold a socket. I'm sure it don't need the 150 foot-pound that I had on it before. Oh, by the way, this is a 87 GMC S-15, same thing as a S-10 Chevrolet, if you was wondering. Old Smoky, you got the V8. So I'd say that probably never hit the bearings to begin with. Big heavy motor. Well, guess what? We'll throw the racing slick back on it and we'll be done. Anyway, I hope you, if you didn't know how to do this and needed to, I hope this sort of kind of helped you and showed you and all that good stuff. But anyway, if you like what I do, hit the like button. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Maybe we'll keep her out of the ditch.